Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 8 and the first episode of the playoffs here in Mariners franchise. We head to the Bronx to face the New York Yankees. Here is the Yankees team we are going to be facing today. I'm sure you're already well familiar with this team. We faced them in episode, I believe, 4 of this series, but here they are. Another great year for Aaron Judge, not quite to the caliber that he's been on. Of course, 3 straight historically good years in terms of OPS, um, especially 24. So still a good year, not quite as good as he's been. Jazz has been fantastic. This might be near that 1,000 OPS. Devin Williams has struggled, something to look at in this series. Carlos Rodon is going to be the opening day or opening series starter against us. Max Fried has had a good year. Luke Weaver, same. Has he pitched any starting innings? No, he's not. Austin Wells, Cody Bellinger, Luis Heel, Jason Dominguez. Just a stacked team. I mean, they're here without Garrett Cole. He's not pitching an inning this year. Clark Schmidt. I'm sorry, I saw the whip. I thought it was a 1.33 ERA. Okay. Um, but yeah, you get a really good team, really deep team. Stanton down here had a great year, despite his overall being pretty low. His best season since 2021. So it's a lot of scary, scary guys on this team. And Ben Rice in real life obviously is broken out to be a star. Not quite in the show, but we got to look out for everybody in this team because they are a tough, tough out. But for us, let's go ahead and, by the way, I am still sick. I do not feel very well, but we're going to power through it. If my voice sounds a little worse than usual, it's because it is a little worse than usual. But let's go ahead and get into our postseason roster really quick. Robles, Rodriguez, Raleigh, Rayleigh, Hayes, Polanco, Telez, Rosarena, Crawford against righties, and against lefties, it's Robles, Rodriguez, Raleigh, Hayes, Moore, Jorge Polanco, Rosarena, Bliss, and Crawford. And the extra guys in this are Harry Ford and Canzone. Those are the 2 bonus guys that we're going to have for the postseason. Just to have some infield depth with Dylan Moore and some outfield depth with of course, Dominic Canzone, who's our best backup outfielder that we can physically bring up right now. I don't want to bring up like Lazaro Montes or someone like that to it's be very, very unrealistic to do that. But Harry Ford as well on here to play backup catcher if need be. We would hope that Cal plays every day in this postseason run. In terms of the pitching, I made a little bit of a change. For the call ups, we called up Colin Snyder, or not call ups, but it had gotten rid of Snyder and put Darren Moretta back on because Darren Moretta's overall is higher, but Moretta struggled so much. So we just go with Snyder instead. I'm actually gonna make sure that Pomeranz is the number 1 guy here. I don't want any chance of Snyder playing over Pomeranz. I mean, Pomeranz was fantastic in 6 games, didn't allow a run, only around 3 hits. So you got to look at the bullpen. We did a good job of turning it around midseason. Munoz struggled a lot, obviously. Salcedo struggled to begin the year, got it down a little bit towards the end. But you look at Santos, you look at Morejón, you look at Brash, you look at Spire. A good bullpen toward the end of it, and Pomeranz, of course, as I mentioned. But I made a little bit of a change. I moved Bryce Miller out to the 4 spot, or other 4 spot to the 5th spot. I moved George Kirby up from the 5 spot to the 2 spot. I think is what we're gonna do. And Castillo will be the game 3 starter. Wu maybe slots in there. Obviously, Wu is very good, so it's going to come down to what I feel like doing. But these 2 are 2 aces, or 2 young stallions, and we'll see if we can ride them to a postseason series win. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this in Yankee Stadium. Tough always. Excuse me, sorry. I might cough a little bit in this video. Um, but a tough draw, obviously. But it's a new season here in the playoffs. We'll see what we can get going here. No alternates for either of these teams. We're going to go straight into it here. Postseason on the line. No quick counts. We're going to go all the way. Normal game. And we'll see what we can do here for the postseason. As we head for Logan Gilbert starting against Carlos Rodon. Here's the lineup against Rodon. Dylan Moore will bat pretty high against lefties. Because In real life, he rakes lefties, dude. It's unbelievable how good he's been this season for the Mariners in real life. But we'll see if it can translate to the postseason of MLB The Show. But let's get into it. It's the Yankees versus the Mariners. These two teams last played in the playoffs in 2001, and it was the greatest team the Mariners ever had. Defeated in 6 games, I think, to the Yankees that year. Sorry, Dad, if you're watching this. I know you don't want to hear that, but it's true. It did happen. Randy Johnson won the World Series that year, though, so could have been worse, I guess. But here come the Yankees. Julio Rodriguez, Aaron Judge, the two stars of these teams. Add in Cal Raleigh. Add in Stanton as well. Jazz Chisholm, apparently. A lot of big star, big names in this series. The Yankee towels are flying through the air. It's the postseason. It's game one of this wild card series between the Mariners and the Yankees. And on the mound to start the day, let's go ahead and skip this, will be Carlos Rodon. 33 games started, a 3.32 ERA, 209 strikeouts. So that's an unbelievable amount of strikeouts. Brings up Victor Robles. Look at the season he had: 309 average, 70 RBI. The OPS is lower than 800, but it's still in a very good spot. Would that be a career high? We're gonna look at a lot of stats today, so sorry if that's gonna be jarring. But in terms of a full season, obviously he had an incredible year last year for the Mariners in real life, and you can't really acknowledge this. It was a short sample size. But in terms of a full season, this is his best full season OPS since, what did that say? 2018, where he played 21 games. So that can't count. Full season, Robles played nearly every day. Uh, well, he missed 19 games. But we'll take that season. I've not played since the last episode. I've had a lot of stuff to do. So we're here now. I've been sick. I've had work. But we're here to try and take this game one. And depending on how quick this game goes by, we might try and jump into game two at some point. But this is called in right field by Stanton. Sorry, not Stanton, that's Judge. Makes the first out of the game. Here is the Mariners lineup. 179 home runs for the Mariners lineup. That's 11th in the AL. So not a great power hitting team, but we got it done with pitching and a lot of good timely hitting. It brings up Julio with the platoon advantage. 2022 Rookie of the Year. Let's go ahead and look at what he did this year. 151 games, nearly every day. 27 home runs, 46 doubles. So that absolutely destroys his career high of 23 in 23 of 37. And the OPS is in a great spot. It's still not as high as his rookie year, but we'll take it. He was fantastic. And it's the improvement you want to see from Julio Rodriguez.
1 ball, 1 strike.
I'm going to sound like a golf commentator today with how my voice is, but we'll figure it out.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss at 95. Say it with me, too late on 95. 1-2. Forces this one to right. Pops it up. Judge again. He's made both plays. In right field, and Judge is a great fielder. Let's ignore the game 5 against the Dodgers last season. Brings up Cal Raleigh, coming off the best year of his career in terms of hitting. At 846 OPS, 31 home runs, 26 doubles, knocked in 84 runners, had 7 steals, dude, and 1,000 fielding percentage, 7.3 WAR season for him. A great season, MVP caliber season. So we'll see if he can get a big hit here. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. In the career against Rodon, he's 4 of 10, so good numbers against Rodon. Rodon is locating very well to begin this game. Heats it up a little bit to 96. 0-2 to Raleigh. Swing and a miss. Gets in with a circle change. And the whistle plays as the first strikeout of the game for Rodon. Nothing for the Mariners in the first inning. Here comes the guy who, before the last 2 months of the year, probably would have won the Cy Young, but he kind of got blown up in about 8 straight starts to end the season around that. But we hope he can put that behind him. He was a great player this year, great season. It just really, really went off the rails towards the end of the year. He just started giving up a lot of runs. He did lead the MLB in innings pitched, so that's good. Strike there from Gilbert. Chisholm hits 500 in his career against Logan Gilbert. Of course, the last time we played the Yankees in this series, it was with Logan Gilbert starting. We've struggled with Logan Gilbert in this series. And this is hit pretty good. Short porch. It is gone. First at bat, Jazz Chisholm goes yard. And the Yankees score first. It's 344-foot home run. Probably gone in one ballpark, but throw it in a different ballpark. That's not a good pitch to throw in this ballpark. The Jazz turns on it, hits it out of here, and it's 1-0, one batter into the game for the Yankees. Just this type of stuff Logan's been doing as of late, giving up a lot of hard hits, not locating well, not being efficient with his pitches. It's been disappointing to see toward the end of the year because everyone was so excited to see if he could win the Cy Young, and was not able to get it done, and probably won't even finish top 10 after the end of the year he had in the start of this postseason. This is flicked into left by Bellinger. It's a base hit. He's on his horse. Arozarena limits it to a double. A great start for the Yankees. You got to think, with Judge up, this is a must-needed out. You need this out.
0-1.
He swings through a slider. We were able to pretty much control Aaron Judge in the first game we played against the Yankees. I meant to take a freaking thumbnail before the video started. Whoopsie. Let's do it now. This is what reminded me of it because I want to do this. I want to have like this. This is a cool thumbnail. I feel like with Judge in the background. It's very sick. Take a picture there. I'll figure it out later. With Cal as well. Let's do that. Just get two really quick ones, and then we'll get back into it. As we start here in the Yankees Stadium. So tough to beat the Yankees here with how well they are geared to hit to that right field. But this has popped up in the infield. Brian Hayes, acquired midseason via trade, makes the play. That's one out, big out. And it will bring up Stanton, Wells, Dominguez, Smith, Volpe, and Cabrera. And of course, if you'll remember, Anthony Volpe had that big home run against the Mariners early on this year that really broke that game open for the Yankees. That game was tied. I think it was a 3-run home run where he hit about 430 feet. Like I said, I'm very sorry if you hear me cough, but I'm struggling to get words out. But I need to get this video done. Good pitch. 97, top of the zone. Let's see if Stanton will chase here. Someone who has tended to chase in his career will chase right there. Gilbert gets the strikeout. And trying to limit the damage to just the one run, and the runner stranded at second. It's Wells. Pops it up to Brian Hayes. So the solo home run is all the Yankees will get here in the first inning. Gilbert strands the runner at second. Jazz Chisholm gives the Yankees a 1-0 lead, and with Rodon pitching, we'll see if the Mariners can even scrounge out one run. Brings it to Brian Hayes. That's had some big hits for the Mariners down this stretch, including against the Rangers, despite us not winning the division. This is tagged center field. Middle circle change. Good timing on it, but Brian Hayes doesn't exactly have enough power to hit that out to dead center. Bellinger makes the play, brings up Dylan Moore, who the stats are misleading against left-handed pitching. I'm sure he raked. Middle cutter fouled off. No more with a career home run up against Carlos Rodon.
2 strikes.
Not sure if that was when he was with the White Sox or with the Giants or with the Yankees. 0-2 though, quickly. Swing and a miss on 3 pitches. 3 straight heaters. Get the second strikeout of the game. I guess technically the first pitch was a cutter, but same effect as a fastball. 3-pitch strikeout for Rodon. And we are on veteran. After last episode where we crushed it against the Braves, I changed the difficulty. This is pop to left. Running to make the catch in left is Dominguez. So quickly, 6 up, 6 down for Rodon. It brings up Dominguez, Volpe, and Smith. Sorry, Smith and Volpe. And the Martian is up here. Didn't have a great regular season, but hit for a lot of pop. Not a great average, but a lot of pop. Someone, of course, the Yankees have had extraordinarily high expectations for about a decade now. It feels like. That was a bad pitch, by the way. You need to make sure you don't put one there against anyone in this lineup. Great splitter. And that's good news, because that's been a pitch that Gilbert struggled with this season. That splitter. 0-2. That one left up a little bit. Fouled off by Dominguez. He's a little late on it. Oh, 2. Fouls off a cutter way inside. 95 miles per hour on that cutter. That's about the max it'll get to. 0-2. Fouls that off. We've seen about everything that Gilbert has to show in this at-bat. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Gilbert. The one mistake in the first inning. Other than that, is looking pretty solid so far. Brings up Dominic Smith. Who would have thought he was starting for the Yankees in Game 1 of the Wild Card Series in 2025? Not me. It's a ball, by the way. Apparently it's a ball. Seems like a strike. This is grounded to the right side. Base hit for Dominic Smith. Third hit for the Yankees. Brings up Volpe, who, like I mentioned, hit that home run against the Mariners earlier in the season. That broke that game open.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. Cal throws on to second. He is out. Cal Raleigh with a great throw to nab Dominic Smith at second. I don't really know what the steal attempt is there. With the lack of speed from Dominic Smith, I feel like, and of course your platinum glove catcher. And Volpe on base, feel like he can hit a home run here no matter what, from what we've seen from him this season. It's inside. Let's look what Volpe did in the full season here. 247 average is career high. Career high in OPS, 16 home runs, 31 doubles. 1-1 count. Middle fastball. Luckily, had enough velo to get by him, but that's a risky pitch.
That's a ball. 2-2 the count.
Gilbert's 1-2 is in the dirt. Now 2-2 pitch. Pops it up to right. Robles running on in. Leans into the crowd, makes the catch. And a good 1-2-3 inning for Logan Gilbert. The Mariners need to get something on offense here as we head to the third. Perfect through 6 batters for Carlos Rodon. See if we can start to get to him a little bit here in the third with the Rosarena up here. Hits this one, destroys one. Deep left center field. That is off the wall.
Safe, he's in there.
Rosarena makes the turn for third. He is safe. It's a leadoff triple here in the third inning for Randy Rosarena. I will not lie, I thought that was going to be a home run off the bat, but you'll take the next best thing, the triple. Puts him in a good spot. Bellinger made that a close play, I'll be quite honest with you, but it bangs off the wall. Risky send to third, but felt like he had the speed to get there, and he did. Brings up Ryan Bliss. We're going to get an RBI here. That was off 96. The issue is, can we put anything in play here? That's the first pitch we've put in play, it feels like, against Rhode Island. It's not, but seems like it is. That's a great pitch. That works with his fastball so well. That is 1-2. Nearly hits Bliss. 1-2 for Rodon. Rosarena on third, fouled off by Bliss. A lot of fastballs so far from Rodon. He read the scouting report. Pops it up in the infield. Rosarena cannot tag up on that. Brings up the number 9 hitter, J.P. Crawford. Was great in the last episode. Was fantastic in the last episode. Can that carry over here? Fouls off the fastball above the zone. Try not to let this go to waste. Pops it up behind home plate. 2 outs. Brings up Robles, who flew out in the first. Can he time up a fastball here and put it up the middle for a base hit to score a run?
0-1.
Swing and a miss. Not a good swing at all. Looking fastball the whole way. And it was a curveball, or a circle change. Good decision by Rodon to switch it up there at first pitch. Fouls it foul, and it's not looking like it's going to be a successful inning. 0-2. Fouls it off. Was going to be a close call. So good to foul it off. 0-2 still. And that hits Robles. So he will take first base. Brings up Julio.
He's in there. He's safe.
Up the middle. Tough play. He is safe at second. There was really no other play. With Julio's speed, a run will score, and Rodriguez puts the Mariners on the board and ties it up at 1. Look, man, when you put the ball in play, you never know what's going to happen. And Julio was going to be safe, I feel like, no matter what. Volpe took the play to second instead of the play to first. Or to short, I guess. No, he's second. Jazz plays second. Volpe took the shot to second instead of first. It would have been a real difficult play to make on Julio. I doubt he would have been able to. But the Mariners tie it up. 1 apiece. After the leadoff triple from Rosarena.
No balls,
Now
strikes.
2 on for Raleigh. I don't know why I pronounce his name like that. That's not correct.
1
0-2.
ball, 2 strikes.
And that nearly hits Raleigh. Don't hit our catcher. Swing and a miss. Great circle change. And it ties the game here in the third, but Rodon gets out of any other damage. Brings up Cabrera, Chisholm, and Bellinger. Cabrera hit .227 this year. Not a great line at all. Decent amount of RBI. Swung on it. Be careful with that, because he has really quick hands. Cabrera does to just put that one in the right, especially with how short that porch is. Sort of want to treat him as a left-handed batter, or right-handed batter of sorts. I'm sorry.
Ball one.
0-2. Very close pitch, but rightfully called a ball.
Ball, that's in.
Oh, very close pitch as well. 2-2 to the 9-hitter. Don't want to get him on base for Jazz after he hit a home run in the first inning. Great curveball there. Froze Cabrera. It's the third strikeout for Gilbert. Brings up Jazz Chisholm. Was a great player this year. Fantastic player. The best career year by far for him. He's never had an OPS near 900. And he had a 923 OPS, 110 RBI, 36 homers, 33 doubles. Surely playing some pretty solid defense as well. I lied. 0-1. He is 4 for 7 all time against Gilbert, including the postseason, including a home run and a double. He's got to be someone you're very careful with if you're Logan Gilbert. And also, you want to make sure that you don't get to Judge this inning.
He's out.
Leave Judge to be on with no one out, or no one on. 2 down. Brings up Bellinger, who doubled in the first. Wasn't a really well-hit ball, but a very well-placed ball.
0-1's the count.
It just looped in the left, nowhere near Rosarena, who was playing shaded to the right. Bellinger was great this year, too, an 861 OPS. This is popped up. Is he going to bloop in again? No. Crawford there to make the catch. Good 1-2-3 inning for Logan Gilbert. The first inning, he's not allowed a base runner. It ends the third with the game tied at 1. Here comes Brian Hayes. Hit a ball pretty well to center earlier on, but nothing more as he gets a single here to right. The Mariners have the leadoff runner on for the second straight inning. Granted, it's not a triple, but we'll take it anyway. Let's see if Demo can give some pop here.
Ball one.
0-0 count. Good cutter. Looked more like a slider, so that's really why I didn't swing at it. Because I thought it was a slider below the zone, and I read it as a slider below the zone. It was a cutter below the zone. This is flung out to left. It is going to get down, and it's by the left fielder, Dominguez. And brutal defense for the Yankees gives the Mariners second and third with no one out. Fantastic stuff. Dylan Moore just pushes the bat out nearly into the other batter's box. But like I said in the last inning, you put balls in play, you never know what's going to happen. It's so much better than just striking out. It was in the other batter's box. Holy cow. What a good swing. Brings up Polanco. Flies this one to center.
Got him on the
This will
tag.
score a run with Jazz fielding. Surely it will. He's out! What a play by Jazz Chisholm. Somehow made that play ranging to center field, turned around really quick, delivered a dart. That is not a play I expected Jazz Chisholm to make from the second base position. Granted, he did play a lot of center, so I guess I probably should have not sent him there.
Got him.
That would have probably been an out at home anyway. So who knows? But second and third, no one out. Results in no hits and no runs for the Mariners. Really sad send, but the game did pop it up to send. It wanted me to send him, so I did send him because I thought maybe the game knows best, but apparently not. Judge up next. I really wouldn't have sent him if that was from the center fielder. I thought since Jazz was standing backwards, I might have a chance at that, but really good play by Jazz Chisholm to save a run and save a lead for the Mariners. In a moment we'll look back on if we lose this game.
He's safe.
This is off Gilbert. He kind of got hurt a little bit there, and Judge is safe. So we'll see if this is a challenge spot. Dan Wilson, who's not Dan Wilson, but we'll call him Dan Wilson anyway, looks on, and Judge is safe. So no reason to challenge it. Brings up Stanton. Struck out the first time out. Easy double play here if he hits it on the ground. Logan Gilbert's fine, which is good after that comebacker hit him off the leg. It wasn't really hard hit. For Judge, it's very weird to see only a ball hit off 88. Feels like even when he doesn't hit him well, they're over 100. And for the same sort of situation he did in the last inning to get their last outing against Stanton to get the strikeout, but Stanton doesn't chase that time. 1-2. He looks at that one. 2-2. 3-2. Don't want to get 2 on and no outs here. 3-2. Challenge fastball. Very impressive to get Stanton with a challenge fastball. And it's 1 out. And this is one thing that Logan's not done all year. He's been efficient. 44 pitches here in the 4th. Good pitch. Called a ball, which is sucky. But whatever. We'll try to make it work anyway. That ball's hit to foul. The right side. I love the location on that.
That ball's foul.
Need to be a little more careful with that. Grounds it to the right side. 1-2. Good count for Logan. He's gotten to a lot of them in this game. Very late on that fastball. Somehow able to just spout off. A lot of things available to Logan here. He goes cutter, and it's a strike. And it's a strikeout for the 4th of the game for Gilbert. Brings up Jason Dominguez, who had an error. Wasn't an error, but it kind of felt like one in that last inning, but did not come back to bite. Rode on. 0-2 quickly.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
0-2. Ball in the dirt. Judge does not take off. Probably smart.
Ball. 2-2 to count.
This is a splitter. Judge does take off on this, and that would have been into the outfield, so probably would have been able to get him with a good throw, but not timing it well on the catcher mitt. Gets in the dirt and allows a runner in the scoring position for free. You never like to see it. 2-2. Dominguez has seen a lot of pitches in this game. It feels like. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He strands Judge at second. He strikes out Stanton. And was that 3 in a row? 3 strikeouts in a row in that inning? I believe so. Good stuff from Logan Gilbert. Wait, no, he got Stanton out with a challenge fastball. So 2 straight strikeouts in the inning. Here are the comparison. Very similar outings. Very, very similar outings. 2 strikeouts between them. But outside of that, they've both been very similar. Brings up Ryan Bliss.
0-1.
High heat. Ryan Bliss acquired in the trade that sent Paul Sewald to the Diamondbacks. Same trade that Dominic Canzone was involved in. Both those players on the playoff roster. Ryan Bliss more important than Canzone. This is lifted to center. Pretty well hit, but obviously not well enough at all. Brings up J.P. Crawford. Been a cruise session for Rodon.
1-0.
Despite letting 4 runners on, only 39 pitches. Actually, 5 runners on because we hit by pitch.
Nope, that's off the plate.
See if we
Ball
can
2.
work this pitch count a little bit. Even if we don't score, just try and work it a little bit. 2-0. That'll help. 2 uncompetitive pitches at that.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That's a competitive pitch.
3
And
balls,
Crawford
1
swings and
strike.
misses at it. 2-1. Way outside. 3-1. See if Crawford can get on by a walk here.
3-2.
Pitcher's count, though. High fastball. Didn't feel like I probably wouldn't be able to do anything with that. So just let it go by and let's see another pitch. 3-2. Payoff.
Out.
Left side. Diving stop Volpe. The platinum glove. He got him. I don't know if he's won a platinum glove, but he has that potential with that glove at short. Really good play. Good at bat by Crawford, but defense wins championships. And that was a great play by Volpe, who has had some errors in his career, but made that one look easy and has a lot of potential with that glove. Top of the lineup up now for Robles, who fouls off 94. Same exact pitch, basically, and same exact location of the foul ball. Because that was a little bit
That's
higher
off the
than the
plate.
first pitch. 0-2. 12-6 curveball. He's not really been throwing that a bunch. This game feels like he doesn't have great location for it. That is a back foot fastball. Holy cow. That's a brilliant pitch by Rodon. And I've seen him throw that in real life, too, so that's pretty cool he did that in the game. Robles was confused on that. So, strike 3, as we've entered a pitcher's duel in the Bronx.
Nope.
First runner of the game for the Yankees scored on a home run. Since then, Gilbert has been locked down. He's only given up a few base runners since then, including Dom Smith twice. It's that very hard in between third and short.
Ball. Ball 1, no strike.
He's up Volpe. Always risky when the first runner of the game keeps getting on for the Yankees. First run of the inning, sorry. Gotta also think about, at some point, depending on how this inning ends up, do you think about starting to warm somebody up in the pen? Of course, bullpens get a lot more run in the playoffs than they do in the regular season. That's why one of my big goals for this franchise, and for all my franchises I do in MLB The Show, has always been to make great bullpens. Because those win you championships. Swing and a miss on Volpe. Last 3 outs for Gilbert have come by the way of the K. Made him look silly on that. Brings up Cabrera.
0-1's the count.
Runner, good pitch to swing, or to run on. But Cal got another one. He got Dom Smith for a second time. What is he playing at? What in the world is he doing? It's just a brutal decision to run on Cal again. And it wasn't a good throw. The first one wasn't either, but that one was even worse. And Cal's gunned him down both times. Inside cutter.
Ball 2.
1-1. A lot of run on that fastball. Two 1. Fouled off by Cabrera. 2-2. Good count for Logan once again. Fouls it off quick on the hands, but way too early on it. How he can turn that around to 110 off the bat is crazy. This is grounded. Bliss makes the play to first. 5 great quality innings from Logan Gilbert. He'll go out for the 6th. As this game has developed into quite the duel between Rodon and Gilbert here in Game 1. Brings up Julio. The only run for the Mariners was an RBI single in the 2nd inning with 2 outs. This is hit to the gap. Julio's going to be on his horse. If this takes a good bounce, it could be 3, but we'll stay at 2. The relay would have been in time. So a leadoff double. The Mariners in a lot of issues so far with Mariners. Runners in scoring position. Even the leadoff triple, even though it scored, took a while to get him in. But Julio's on it right now, so that's good. It's good news for the whole playoffs. Brings up Cal. 0 for 2, due for a big hit. And there it is. Cal Raleigh drives one left field. Get up! It's off the wall. It's a double. It's the lead for the Mariners. Cal Raleigh. It's been a while since we had a big Cal Raleigh hit, I feel like. Actually, I guess he had a home run in the last episode, to be fair. But that's a big clutch hit. Gives the Mariners the lead. Still no one out. Move out of the way, ref. That'll be it for Rodon. Like I said, a lot of bullpen usage in the playoffs. So it doesn't really surprise me that they're taking him out this soon. Quick hook, great bullpen for the Yankees. Hopefully we see Tim Hill, because we dominated him last time we saw him. It's Ian Hamilton against the former Ranger. So we've seen him before. Sorry, not a Ranger. Don't know who I'm thinking of. Not a Ranger. Brian Hayes here.
Inside, ball 1.
The platoon has completely shifted. Now it is a right-handed pitcher against our majority left lineup. Or majority right lineup, sorry. Oh, if he's on that, it's gone. Holy cow, that's a mistake pitch.
Nope. Inside, ball 2.
But a mistake swing as well. Cruz and Cousins also on the mound. I think that is Kirk Cousins' nephew or cousin. One of the two, not his brother. Up the middle to Brian Hayes. It's going to be a play at home. Bellinger's throw is not in time. 3-1 M's here in the Bronx in Game 1. Hard hit. Despite how good Bellinger is, I felt like we could score on that. Correct decision was made. Now, we were going to make another decision here. Doing more plays first here. We're going to put Luke Raley in the game. Luke Raley was so good this year. That OPS was above what it was last year. He sort of slowed down at the end of the year, but we know he's here to hit right-handed pitching. And I made a mistake in the last episode by putting Rowdy Tellez in instead of Raley. I'm not going to make that same mistake here. Fouls it off. Not a guaranteed hit here, but a better chance at getting Bill Moore to hit right and right.
0-2 is the count.
2 quick strikes. Fouls it off. Borderline strike. Would have been called a strike probably. So good to foul that off. 0-2. This is hit to the gap, and the door keeps on moving for the Mariners with no one out still. What's the saying? The door keeps on moving. It's definitely not the saying. I don't know what the saying is. The revolving keeps going. I'm too busy talking because that's an easy pitch. 0-1 to Blanco,
2 strikes.
who had one of the greatest in-season comebacks you'll ever see. Started out with a negative 2.5 WAR for about the first 3 months of the year. Ends the season above positive, which is crazy because it's hard to destroy that amount of negative WAR. but he made it up with how good his bat was in the second half of the year. The door keeps on revolving, I guess is what I was looking to say. I don't know.
Time out. That
My
ball
brain
got
hurts.
first base.
0-2. That hits him. Second hit by pitch of the game for the Yankees. And it brings up a Rosarena.
Ball, that's just out.
Got a double earlier. Or triple, sorry. Earlier. Had a massive home run in the last episode. But we've needed him to be better than he's been all year, and he's finally been coming along. This is the other way. Base hit. We're going to keep the runner at third. Keep the door revolving. I'm going to say it again. Keep it revolving. Still no one out. No reason to take any risks to making out in the base paths.
We got time.
That might do it for Hamilton, by the way. It will not. Now, here's where we, again, make a decision here. Bliss plays second. If I had Cole Young here, I would put Cole Young in. So there's no way. I guess I can move some stuff around. Hold on. Luke Rayleigh, can he play third? Okay. We're not going to make a change. We'll keep Bliss in the game. I might move Cole Young up instead of Canzone. I feel like we more need Canzone or Cole Young than we need Bliss, and they're not giving Hamilton calls. Because why would you, with how bad he's been this inning? He's been struggling. He has an infinite ERA right now. This is a base hit, and we keep on going. It's like that one meme of those guys just going around the bases, all hundreds of them. And we keep getting base hits, and the Mariners have busted this one open. And a big hit here could even make it worse. I need to shut up. That's another easy pitch. Big game one, though. Big game one. Started out pretty bad, but we've turned it around pretty well. Oh. Again, that's like probably the pitch, but I can't get too mad. We're in a good spot here. I'd like to score at least 2 more in this inning. There's the first out. Comes to Crawford. Brings up Robles. Once Julio makes it up, if he makes it up, it will be a batting around moment. We will have batted around. This is going to score 2 runs. Oh, it might score. We'll keep him. We'll keep him. 2 more runs come home. It's 7-1 Mariners. And just a reminder, we are still on veteran. Like, I know it's not the hardest difficulty, but for me, this is as hard as I can play this game with it still being entertaining. Like, I might sneak in a hit or 2 on All-Star or a home run or 2 on All-Star. But this was naturally happening through the whole game. I was figuring out timing, making good swing decisions. That'll do it. Terrible outing for Ian Hamilton. Just brutal. I mean, you can't get much worse. And it brings up Tim Hill, baby. Look, I wish Garver was still here, kind of, because Garver had a home run against them. Brings up Julio, though. Julio can hit a home run here and really make it look bad. It'll be instead an inning-ending double play. But what an ending it was for the Mariners. They score 6 runs, and they bust it wide open here in the 6th. Brings up Logan Gilbert. Luke Rayleigh stays at first base. Dylan Moore did his job. And it is the top of the lineup for the Yankees. If they can get something going here, can make it interesting again. But at this point, you're looking at the pitch count for Logan. And you're also looking at, do we have to use the bullpen at all in this game? If Logan's stamina can stay where it is, in a pretty good spot right now, can he make it 12 more outs? Depends on how many guys get on base. Hit to Rayleigh. Makes a good play. His first inning of work here in the postseason. Solid play on a 105-mile-per-hour ground ball. Luckily, he hit that on the ground, because that could have been a home run with that exit low.
Counts 1-0.
He already has one tonight as well. Curveball way off the plate. Nearly a 200-hit season for Bellinger.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Good splitter. He was late on that. Being late on a breaking ball is something I would have done a few episodes ago. He was late on that too, but that's more understandable, seeing as it was a fastball at 98. Let's go back to the splitter. He looked uncompetitive on it the first time he threw
Got him.
this at bat. Grounds it. Rayleigh. Make it 2 for 2. He has an RBI, and he has 2 good plays at first. Brings up Judge. It says single. It was a single, right? But, like, it was like a fraudulent Mickey Mouse single. Because it would have been an out. I just missed
0-1's
badly.
the count.
Let's hope it's not in the zone. Wow. Lucky. Lucky break. Where's Judge's WAR been over the past few years? 7.2 seems low. 12. 12.2 WAR. I'm sorry, that one got me. Did not expect to see a number that high for a guy who not known for his defense. Like I said
No
earlier in the
balls,
episode,
2
he is a good
strikes.
defender. But the bat did most of the heavy lifting on a 12.2 WAR season, dude. That is absurd. Unheard of, really. 0-2. Ground ball, right side. This is more of a normal hit. Robles stops. And that was a mistake by me. That's my bad. Kind of stopped paying attention for a second.
0-1.
Hope it doesn't come back to haunt us. Hopefully we don't have an inning like the Yankees did in the 5th inning of the World Series. Or the 5th game of the World Series. I don't remember what inning it was. It might have been the 5th. 0-2. Got him. Logan Gilbert, quality start. And it's the best start we've seen from Gilbert in the series, when we've seen him, and also in a while for him. Brings up Cal Raleigh. Big double in the second inning. For the last inning, not the second inning. For 1. Other way, that might get out. That will get out, I think. It is gone. Short port shot for Cal. It is 8-1 M's. And the Boo Birds are out in the Bronx. The Bronx Bombers. That's crushed by Cal Raleigh, and he's getting hot at the right time. Here as we begin the playoffs. And that's an opposite field home run, and it was a no-doubter in this ballpark. Granted, that's not gone at many ballparks, but here it is, and you don't throw that pitch here. Throw it anywhere else, but don't throw it here. And that ball's cranked. I like hitting against Tim Hill, man. Tim Hill is fun to hit against. Dominguez has been bad today. A good throw might have actually gotten Hayes with how slow he is, but it's a lead. It's not a leadoff double, but it's a double after the homer. Brings up Rayleigh. Double pinch hit spot would be actually insane here. You double pinch hit him and to put Tellez in? No, he's not a freaking left-handed batter. Crap. I remember. Dude, do we do it? No, we're not gonna do it. We're gonna keep in Luke Rayleigh. He has an RBI already. I trust him. It's not a great matchup, obviously, against the lefty, but
He's out.
he will get a runner at third. That's good news. So a productive out. Brings up Jorge Polanco. Was hit by a pitch in his last inning, I think. His last at bat, which was the last inning. This is up the middle to score a run. 9-1 Mariners. And unless there's a generational collapse here, I'm liking the way this game's looking right now. For game 1, couldn't ask for much more. Game 1 really determines a series sometimes, especially in a 3-gamer. One more win in the next 2 games will give us a series and move us on to the DS. But we still got to get through Judge and Stanton one more time, probably. I believe so. And Gilbert will stay in, no doubt.
No.
Keep
Inside.
him in. Which the funny thing is, I was thinking about promoting not Shota Imanaga, Shintaro Fujinami, just for long relief spots. But then I was like, we're probably not gonna blow anybody up. We're probably not gonna need long relief. But this is one spot where I actually would like it. But we'll actually warm up Colin Snyder here. Maybe Munoz actually. We'll throw his pitch.
That's outside.
Getting Munoz some good innings with no stress would be good because of how much he's struggled. So we'll warm up Munoz as well. Here's the way I had that bullpen laid out, by the way. I didn't really go over it. Spire's still the closer. Maury home, brash setup man. And then these guys all basically are just for before that. We don't really have anyone for a long relief spot, but we got a lot of depth here to get innings if we need innings.
Aye.
And we can send like Snyder out to die if we need to.
One
So
strike.
not literally YouTube.
Ball 3.
2-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Dominguez on deck, who's had a really, really rough game. He does not look ready for the moment. This is hit really good. Can Rosarena track it down? He does! Oh my, what a play. Hung up just in time. Brings up Dominguez.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's been a rough game for him. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. And he has 2 really bad defensive plays. Neither of them were an error, but they were both really bad. And they both led to runs scoring. Pops it up. Rodriguez is actually, I don't know if the Dylan Moore error, well, not an error, obviously, but the Dylan Moore moment actually led to a run. I don't believe so. I'm glad we're finally getting to see this version of Logan Gilbert. But see if we can get Dominic Smith out once. That'd be good. Granted, Dominic Smith spent very little time on base in this game, despite being 2 for 2. Cal Raleigh's cut him down both times,
Aye.
which has been bizarre to see. Because usually the CPU never steals.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
0-2. Puts it in the dirt. That's a good pitch. Logan's energy now to a yellow. So starting to look at that. See what we can do about it. Probably pull him after this inning. Probably. Just to be sure that we can make the right decision. Oh, come on, Blue. That's a strike. Would have been a great ending the inning and the game possibly for Gilbert. But he struggled with Smith in this game. Fouled off.
Aye.
2-2. Go back to it. Logan Gilbert, have a day. You will absolutely take 7 6-hit 1-run innings. Absolutely, all day, every day. Logan looked locked in today. And he gave up 1 run. It was the first batter of the game. And after that, he was pretty much flawless. This is popped up to right field. JP Crawford up. Tim Hill is actually throwing pretty good here. Good pitch there, but nothing I want to swing at. I don't want to take a chance on that being just a ground ball. Wait to see another day. There's a base hit. For JP. His first of the game. Does that mean everyone on the team has a hit today? I think that's actually correct. Why not swing at that up 8? Oh, 1 to Victor Robles. Oh, 2. So good spot for Tim Hill. Fouls off.
He's out. Out.
It will be a double play. It is the inning. Hard to be upset, though, with what we've been showing in this game. So I want to put Munoz. You know what? It's an easy part of the lineup. If a runner gets on, we'll take him out.
Nope, that's a ball.
He's had so many bad games this year that I want to give him one really good one.
That's ball 2.
That was a ball? Oh my goodness, the ump has money on the game. 2 strikes. Called 2 balls. Should have been a 3-pitch strikeout.
Ball, that pitch is up.
3-1. And it's probably do it if he walks him. Or it will do it if he walks him.
2. 3-2.
There's a strike. 3-2. Grounds it. Base hit. Well, that'll do it. For Logan Gilbert. But what a start. What an absolute great start. I'm going to put Munoz in the game. Because we need to get him some innings where he feels like there's no pressure. Because there is no pressure.
Ball. 1-0.
It's a really fast fastball. Ran a lot.
Ball
Good to
2.
see run on that pitch again. A lot of times this year just stayed in the middle of the zone.
Ball 3.
3-0. Need him to do better than this, man. Like, he was someone who I considered even sitting down for the postseason with how bad he's been.
He's out.
He grounds a 3-0 pitch on the ground into a double play. Wow. I don't understand that at all when you're down 8 runs. You have a 3-0 count. You already have a runner on base. There is literally no reason to swing at that pitch. Especially with the ball, so.
0-1's the count.
Especially with the guy with the only run for the game up next. That's a brutal swing decision. Right down the middle, but the velo wins out. Robles in to make the catch. Inning over. And then we head to the top of the ninth. Kim Hill's still in the game. Respect. Respect for Unk still being in this game. I call him Unk. I actually don't know how old Kim Hill is. 35. He's Unk. He counts. 0-1 to Julio. He's been hitting the balls very well today.
He's out.
It's one right to Tim Hill. He throws the sidearm to first. That's pretty freaking rad, dude. Throwing a sidearm to first is cool. Cal. Center field to a standing still Cody Bellinger. Got my hopes up a little bit with the way the crowd reacted. Yeah, Brian Hayes here. Up to bat. He's having a solid game as well. 3 for 4.
He's good.
And tough play. Just walking to it. Deep in the hole. He's safe. It's a 4-hit game for Brian Hayes. Oh, you just love to see it. You just love to see it. At this point, I'm swinging at anything because we're going to win the game, so. Just for fun, just swing at anything. 0-1. Maybe not that much of anything. This is
That's
already
out.
Rayleigh's third at bat, by the way. He got put in the sixth inning. There's a take. Don't need to get too swing happy as we head into the next game where anything can happen. Swing and a miss. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Mariners looking good, but like I said, game two can be completely different. Sometimes you use up all your runs in one game and you
Ball
don't
one.
score any in the next two. Of course, that wouldn't be good, but by the way, Munoz here, tough option for him. He's having to face uh,
Aye.
Bellinger, Judge, and Stanton.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. Slider, fouled off.
Ball 2.
High, 100. Good to see that back here. No, first 100-mile-per-hour pitch from either team today, so it's good to see. Fouls off 99.
3.
Strike three. Oh, that's filthy. Andres Munoz. Absolutely filthy sinker.
Hey.
You're not going to touch that.
0-1's the count.
If you're anyone, no one touches that. And this is what you like to see
Nope.
from Andres Munoz. He's dicing these guys up. Really, Blue? Not one call the whole game. I don't know where his strike zone is. It's like super small.
Got him.
That's hit to first. Rayleigh runs to first, makes the play. Brings up Stanton,
Hey.
the last batter of game one. Hopefully. 98 right down the middle.
Hey. 2. 0-2 is the count.
98 up and above
Oh,
the
that's who
zone.
cares.
Throw it again, why not? I liked it. Do it again. Why not? We have all day. And now is where we go with the slider to end the game. Fouls it off. Good foul out. Good fall off. Foul off there. Well
Oh,
done
that's out.
by Stanton. Expanded a little bit more. Not that much.
3.
Swing and a miss, and the Mariners win game one of the wild card series. Back in the day when it was a one-game playoff, they would have been heading on to the NLDS, or ALDS, sorry. But they have to win one more to get there. And they have the intention of doing that tomorrow. I believe it's tomorrow. Not in real life. In real life, the episode probably won't be out till Thursday. This episode will probably come out on Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. But Logan Gilbert was brilliant. 7 innings, 7 hits, 1 earned run, 8 strikeouts. It was the game we've been waiting for. Cal Raleigh was great. Julio Rodriguez was great. Brian Hayes had 4 hits. It was a great day all around for the Mariners, and they blow out the Yankees here in game one. You love to see it. It's exactly the type of moment we needed after that tough series against the Dodgers that lost us the division to come back here and dominate the Yankees for 15 hits, 9 runs, and only giving up 1 run in the first inning. It's exactly what we needed to start off this episode and this series against the Yankees. Now, this will be the end of the video. I guess we'll look at the rest of the results from this first day of games. Freed versus Kirby next, by the way. But Seattle's up 1-0, and Arizona is up 1-0. But yeah, that'll be it.